3 season was Clemson.
Welcome back into the Sports Source. Again, we're debating things here off camera. This segment of our show brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. And one call does it all. When you call Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill, you get all your questions answered. You get a full legal team behind you. Most importantly, you get some peace of mind, which can be the most important thing. If you have any kind of legal need, first call you need to make is to Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. All right. I want to remind people that they can follow me on Twitter and then check out sportsource.tv this evening or this afternoon or tomorrow, depending on what the internet traffic's like, my upload times from the house. But you can see the Twitter handle right there. I will tell you when the overtime segment is going up, and what we're going to talk about in today's overtime segment is a little like what we're talking about here in this segment, and that is a lot of Tennessee quarterbacks the past 25 years haven't left there with a great deal of popularity. Why is that? We'll get into that, and also, in case you didn't see the comments from Peyton Manning last night in Athens, those of you holding out hope that he will coach Tennessee someday, doesn't look like it. I think he's smart in what he said. We'll discuss all that in our overtime segment online this afternoon. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you when it's up. Okay, guys, as I just mentioned, a lot of these guys don't leave popularly in, 2010, 2011, going into Tyler Bray's sophomore year. He was a hot shot gunslinger. I asked the question on the show, will he leave as a popular quarterback? I said no. I was right. My rationale wasn't I didn't have a crystal ball. I just knew that most guys since T. Martin haven't been popular. So my question for you, Josh Dobbs, will he snap this streak? Will Josh Dobbs, when he leaves Tennessee, leave Tennessee as a popular, well-liked quarterback?
Yes, and I really believe that. And part of that is the way he came in. He kind of came to the rescue. He brought a lot of excitement back. He won some big games for you, and now he's got 2 years left of eligibility. So, yes, I think the sky's the limit for him. I really do.
I'm going to agree with Chuck, and I think that under Dobbs, Tennessee is going to get better, and then even better. And so he's going to leave on a high note, and he's not a knucklehead like the other quarterback you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I think that's a factor, too.
Yeah, I had that down.
Right.
He's quarterbacking at the right time. Because we may be wrong, but I think most of us here think Tennessee is on the upswing with that recruiting, and he's the guy that's going to be remembered as bringing things back, I think. Do you guys think he'll leave as a popular quarterback?
I'm going to go a little bit against the grain. Yes, he'll leave popular, and I don't even think he has to win a lot. I think he is such a likable kid that even people who only put the emphasis on numbers and emphasis on results and emphasis on how much you win are going to like him because he is just a likable kid. He's such a smart kid, and I think that's going to carry him through, even if times are a little bit rougher than even I expect him to get a lot better too. But even if they're a little rougher than that, I think he'll leave popular.
Now you guys have stolen both mine. Personality, because you've got the right time factor, and then the personality, Mike. He looks like a guy who can be a great ambassador. He's already a great ambassador for your school. If he does this for 2 more seasons, I think that's just going to win more people over.
He's halfway through right now, and there's not anything we've seen in these first 2 years to suggest that he won't go out likable and with the personality and with success. Whereas I think if you look at some of these other quarterbacks you're talking about, already like by the time they were finishing their sophomore year, there was a little bit of discussion about them. But right now, it all seems upbeat with him.
I'm going to disagree with y'all on this. If they're 5-7 his senior year, I don't care how smart he is. He will not be well liked when he leaves Tennessee.
Yeah, because they're going
to judge him more.
I'm assuming they're not going to go 5-7.
I don't think they will either, but
I'm
just saying, if he doesn't leave on a high note, I don't think that he's going to remain popular.
Even look at Peyton Manning when he left. Did you beat Florida? Did you beat some of your big rivals? I think that's as much as what it comes down to as anything.
So I think even if he goes 5-7, I still think it'll be a different kind of unpopularity. People will not totally hate him as they have some of these other guys.
So there's mitigating hatred.
He won't have the knucklehead on top of it. All right. Hey, thanks to these guys. Thanks to you for watching. I want to give a quick personal shout out to Richard Lane and his congregation at Old Sweetwater Baptist Church down in Monroe County. They are taking care of a cemetery that is more than 200 years old right now. I care about this because there are a number of Penningtons buried in that cemetery, and I just wanted to say thanks it's really a nice gesture by a congregation and a pastor down there to say we are going to take care of this old cemetery that's on our property. I think that's kind of cool, and just wanted to say thanks to the folks at Old Sweetwater Baptist Church, founded in the 1820s. Impressive. Sorry we have to go head to head on Sundays at 11, but I'm guessing your DVR. See the rest of you next week. Thank you.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.